Good evening. Mobility is one of those things that quietly shape our lives. Every morning, millions of people move across cities, countries, to work, to family, to the next chapter of their day. And when it works well, we hardly notice it at all. But behind that movement are people who imagine, design, and lead the systems that keep societies in motion. Mary Icardo is one of these people. As managing director of ALSTOM Switzerland, she leads teams working at the heart of rail mobility on one of the most sustainable ways we can have to connect people and places. Her leadership brings together technology, collaboration, and a belief that engineering and innovation should reflect the diversity of the world that they serve. Tonight, we're proud to welcome one of the nominees of the Women's Award, Mary Icardo. Thank you for being here.
Bonsoir.
You once said that as a child, you dreamed of astronomy and exploring planets. How did that curiosity translate into a character shaping the future of mobility?
So yes, I was always curious about techniques, but actually the things turned out differently. I didn't go exploring the planets, but I went to explore the world, and I spent a year in Tasmania, in Australia, for those who don't know where Tasmania is. And I learned the language, I learned the culture, and when I came back, I started business school studies instead of techniques, but my curiosity and my interest never faded. So I chose all my jobs and internships and everything into the heavy industry. I went from automotive to aircraft and locomotives. So you see, it's everything in the public transportation. And I'll always try to involve myself into the technique, even if I didn't have the proper engineering education. And today, instead of dreaming about spaceships, I dream about trains. And I make people travel the world, or at least travel Switzerland, in mobility solutions that are at the top of the sustainability, way more than spaceship.
You often must influence and connect people who don't directly report to you. What have you found is key to building trust and collaboration across those kinds of teams?
So when I first started, of course, I was not a leader myself. I was part of those teams. And I always listened and tried to understand what would motivate each individual. When I became a leader myself, I didn't stop putting myself in somebody else's shoes. And I think for building trust, it's important to be reliable, to make the people feel they can trust you. Mm-hmm. And I guess I don't want to hurt anyone, but I think as a female leader, we show that we are a bit more human-centered, that we have empathy, and that the people can count on you. And afterwards, it's not about leading remote teams, it's making sure those teams collaborate with each other. And here you have to create unity. Mm-hmm. You need to be positive and on top with dedication to results. I think it's the best recipe to have successful teams.
You've been actively promoting diversity in technical professions. Why do you think it's so important for industries like mobility?
So first, because 50% of the users of public transportation are women. So of course, the solutions needs to be designed as well by women for women. And then I'm going to tell you a fun fact, which is actually a sad fact. In Swiss Rail, which is the major trade association in Switzerland in the railway industry, among the, let's say, 350 experts, there are as many Stefan and Andreas than there are women. Oof. Yes. So we desperately need more women in this mobility industry. And because we have to, I mean, it's our duty to reflect the population actually we are targeting with our solutions. And yes, industry is not so sexy, of course, but I mean, look, we don't see them now, but look at those beautiful products I have behind me. It's very attractive.
Yeah, why do you think that is, that women don't necessarily adhere to a profession in tech?
Well, it starts with education and school, and where they start doing their studies. And we see in engineering field you have a lot less women, and then you have a lot more that drop out as well pretty quickly. So it's about you need to first to make it more attractive, and I suppose as well it's super key that we show that there are women in leadership positions, because we need to make this engineering or industry fields more attractive. Yeah. And it's not going to be attractive if we are, as we are today, only 10-15%.
Yeah. Yeah. And lastly, Switzerland is often seen as a global benchmark for rail mobility, with one of the highest train usage rates per capita in the world. Congratulations. When a country is already so advanced, where do you see the next frontiers of innovation and mobility?
So there is a lot to come. I would say a game changer, for example, is autonomous driving, and especially for low value added train movements. Now, it's not automatically that you're going to see train running without drivers, but there are some tasks that need to be done and that are very, very boring and take a lot of time. Then next technology of signaling system, which will help you to have more trains in the same infrastructure, just with a higher frequency, because you have a high-tech safety system. Then sustainability is, of course, a priority. So we have eco-design solutions coming, reuse and recycle, emission reduction, air, noise, vibration, efficiency, etc. And I think, I mean, digitalization is in everybody's mouth. So it's passenger information, it's fleet management, it's also cybersecurity, connectivity. We need to tackle all that. And you can imagine that in 5 years' time, you will be having a completely different passenger experience when traveling. You will have, for example, you're going to have your train timetable with the life status on the window. So there is a lot to come. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll now move to the questions from the jury, which I'll have to. So the women's theme this year is Give to Gain. What does that mean to you? What does Give to Gain mean to you?
So for me, being a woman in that position, it really means a lot, because we're exceptions and we need to inspire and we need to give the woman the feeling that they can grow, they can thrive in this environment. We are in ALSTOM Switzerland, we have 15% of women. And I want to inspire them and to really show that they have to gain in confidence, and they can continue a career like we do. So I spend a lot of time talking to them with informal lunch or mentoring programs, and giving them time, because they're going to be the future leaders. And representing the company also in bigger events, I hope I can contribute a bit in making it more visible. And maybe I shouldn't say that, but the first person on my succession plan is a woman. Like Filomena.
You often speak about long-term impact. How do you stay decisive when results take years to show?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think it's I think I'm the champion in patience. Our industry has a very long-term cycle. I'm closing deals today, tomorrow, that we have been working on for 3 years, and it's most of the time like this. I think it's building trust. It's also long-term in the fact that you need time to build a good relationship with the customer. And I think it's a lot more valuable at the end when you see results happening, because I think the recognition is even higher.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your contribution to our beautiful country.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, wait. We have another little more time. Sorry, apologies. I think we've got a little more time, but we changed topic. Sorry. We'll do it again.
We're back.
Sorry, the last question. Looking ahead, what do you think you still want to shape or influence? What impacts do you hope your work will have?
So I think we are in the mobility. We're still at the start for the woman portion, of course, that I mentioned already. What we have is being in Switzerland as a French group is today not yet at the highest successful, let's say, phase of our not career but time in Switzerland, and this is something that I want to make more visible for the future. ALSTOM is still seen as an energy company and not train, and train are very cool products, and I think we should advertise more for them. It's less for me.
Thank you so much. So I think now, for real, it's the last question. Apologies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.